What's up, guys? So this is kind of a way different video. If you don't know who these are, this is Minx, the Average Geek, and Gary. Also, of course, myself, Rev. Did change my name from Geeked Out to Rev. If you haven't noticed that yet. We're gonna talk about probably, I would say, the saddest news for me this week. Carrie Fisher's passing. I've been watching Star Wars since I was 7. Like, on VHS, rewind that shit. Whole series played over again. For me, I was at work when I heard it. Honestly, I wanted to cry at work, but I didn't. Like, I definitely got watered up. Because this is a person that was just iconic in my life, like totally shaped my life. I had tons of Star Wars toys. I'm a Star Wars nut now, and I'm going to show you guys just how much I am a Star Wars nut in just a minute. How does Star Wars for you?
It was my first introduction to sci-fi as a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what sci-fi was until then. I grew up with thinking, oh, Dragon Ball Z and stuff, but no. And then when I was in the 4th grade, we had a fake auction, and somebody brought in the box set on VHS of the original episodes 4, 5, and 6. I got that and watched it, and ended up learning, holy crap, this is Star Wars? This is awesome.
Yeah.
What about
I think for me, Star Wars was the first thing I watched that had a strong female lead that didn't take crap from nobody.
Yeah.
And that was Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia.
Yeah.
So that was my first taste of something like that. She's a strong, independent woman. Don't need no man. So.
Yeah.
Or Space Slug.
Or Space Slug.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna show you guys exactly how much of a Star Wars nut I am. This is my Darth Vader replica.
As he cuts all of his fingers off.
My fingers! And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to pick up the cam and then move it around here, but, of course it's stuck.
On Vader.
On Vader, of course. Anyways.
That's how much of a nut he is. He
so,
has Vader right there.
There's Han there. And I don't even have all my stuff out. That is all Star Wars stuff. Chewie posters. The Star Wars painting murals. There's Funkos there. I have X-Wings. Chewbacca Battlefront in the back there. So, we have, I have everything that it involves Star Wars, and this just sucks. So sad.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big, you can ask Minx, she's known me for a while, that I'm not a big celeb mourner guy. I've never been a guy who's oh my god, so my dad, I'm going to cry. No. Star Wars, yeah. Carrie Fisher, I wanted to cry.
I think the saddest thing was that we heard the news that she had a heart attack on a plane.
Yeah.
But they said, there wasn't anything other than that. She no confirmation of death or anything like that. So I thought she was going to pull through, and that 2016 wasn't going to get her.
And Sunday, they said she was in stable or a stable condition.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. She's going to,
she's going to make it.
Yeah,
and then next thing you know,
next
all
day,
of a sudden, she's gone.
Boom. That was that right there was that made it it was even more shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're so relieved, and then boom. Yeah, no.
Well, and I think it's just the timing itself is with episode 7 and the heartstrings you had from there. Han dies.
Yeah.
And I was assuming that Leia would be in the next set, and then she may be for a short period of time.
No, they finished the filming for
with
8.
her.
Yeah.
Completely.
They finished all of 8.
This summer it's finished.
So,
granted, from what I haven't seen Rogue One yet, and I know I'm a bad Star Wars fan for not seeing it yet,
It took me a week.
I
It took me a week.
a ton of work. But the fact that they brought a dead character in so heavily from what I heard in Rogue One, the one thing I personally don't want them to do that with her.
I don't either.
I really don't. I just hope they can do whatever kind of noble ride out for 9.
The send off. They need like an epic send off for her.
Yeah, or do some editing for 8 that can ride it out eloquently. But don't mess with bringing her back. Just let her go out in a most epic way. Yeah,
Jedi like ghost kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I'd
be okay with that. Honestly, I mean, with Obi-Wan I mean, Obi-Wan basically took them everywhere they needed to be. You know, took her to give her to House Organa, and then Luke to Tatooine. So, I just wanted to like talk about it. I don't normally like to talk about people dying, and I wanted to bring Minx and Gary on because there's much of Star Wars fans, maybe not quite as extreme as I am, because I have Star Wars
I'm starting to build my collection via my sci-fi blocks, so
I might not have the biggest collection of Star Wars itself, but you ask me to watch the movie, you start talking to me about the movies, I will completely nerd out. Like I love it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, you guys have anything else you wanted to add to it or whatever?
I think one of the things that made Carrie Fisher have a lot more meaning to me was the fact that she was bipolar, because I am also bipolar.
Yeah.
And she didn't let it get in her way of doing exactly what she wanted to do. And when people made comments about how she hadn't aged well and she had put on so much weight and stuff, she pretty much was like, F you, this is the price of my sanity. Yep. Like, because the medication does that to you.
Yep.
And I know it's done that to me. I was never this big, until I started taking medication to, assist with my bipolar, because that's something that does not go away. It's something that persists and gets worse as you get older. And I think she was a great fountain of strength for taking care of her bipolar and just not letting it be a stigma for her like it is for a lot of people. And it's, because it still very much is, but she brought it to the forefront and was like, no, look, I'm bipolar. This is what it's like to be me, like we need the steps she took for mental illness. I just think I will forever be grateful for her.
Yeah.
Because she's, trying to educate people about what it's like to be bipolar.
And she gave the opportunity for people with that suffer bipolar an opportunity to say, look how big she became, and she made it.
Yeah.
So, and big name for herself. We're still struggling with something like that. So, but
I think it's just going to be hard, honestly, the first time I go back and watch any of the movies. It's going to be so hard.
I really wanted to watch the day that I found out, and I was like, I can't do it right now.
Yeah, it's happened with other movies with me this year, like with Alan Rickman and stuff. Like, I was watching Harry Potter the other day. Like, I just put it on because it's my background noise when I'm gaming and stuff, or like grinding, and like I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
And I know that's going to happen.
Well, that's like me with anything that has Robin Williams in it. When we lost him.
Oh, yeah, that was big for me. It wasn't as bad as Carrie Fisher.
Well, he was one of my heroes. Yeah. Like, because he was always making people laugh, and one of my favorite movies of him I can never be able to watch again because it deals with suicide.
Oh, Where Dreams May Come? Mm-hmm. I had Morgan watch that. I love that movie.
It's an amazing movie, but I'll never be able to watch it again without thinking about the fact that he killed himself.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to watch the upcoming Star Wars 8.
I think it's going to be for a lot of people. Like, that'll be.
I don't think there's going to be a tie.
The very first scene she comes out in, every hardcore fan, or just even not necessarily hardcore, just everybody's just going to be like, I bet it's just going to go silent.
It's going to be a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
For a lot of people. Definitely, it's going to be hard to watch episode 8.
I'll be honest, I didn't think of the main trio, of the original main trio. I did not think that she would go first.
No.
I'll be
I
straight
thought
up.
Harrison.
I thought
Harrison Ford, 74 years old.
Yeah, I
like
mean-
the dude looks like he's had a stroke because half the face is happy, half of it's pissed. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you thought, like him, Mark Hamill, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
one of them.
honestly, I thought it was gonna be Harrison Ford first. I ain't even gonna lie, and I know that's a bad thing to say, and I wish no bad juju upon
no.
him.
Yeah.
But her having a heart attack at age 60, I mean, my mom's only 3 years older than her,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just like that's just scary. It's one of those mortality moments.
I like
Yeah.
seeing a lot of the tributes though, like through Facebook. I loved seeing the ones
Yeah.
that the
More
quote
classy,
were, well, in the one that was the quote from her, like I don't know, like I don't know if you probably know that.
Strangled in Moonlight.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Drowning Moonlight and Strangled by my
her,
bra.
yeah, by her bra because George
no
Lucas,
underwear in
there's
space.
no underwear in space. Like
She
I
was-
love that they use like so many people. I love that they use that because it was her words that said, "I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
that to be the
That was
reason why
her-
I was known to die."
That was her own obituary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That was-
that was, and that's also a testimony to her and her sense of humor too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that she was able to keep it through everything she'd been through.
And I found out, and I gotta find it. Apparently, she appeared in as a voice actor in Dishonored 2.
Oh.
And I heard like she threw her spin to it. Like it's
wow.
not the biggest part or anything, but she still threw Carrie Fisher into it.
Oh, wow.
I heard about that earlier today, and like I gotta go find it because I'm like that's just cool.
Yeah.
Like, I never would have known that.
That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. But from us as geeks, you know, I hope that she's at peace and in a peaceful place
Yeah.
with her mom, which is even sadder.
Yeah.
You know, the day
I was
after.
like, man.
The day after. Like, can you imagine that? Like, they were that close.
Yeah.
That the day after her mom passes, and I just hope that they're at peace wherever they are, and you know,
At peace
the force
a
is
long,
with
long
them.
time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, and the force be with them.
Yeah. So let me see that for a second. I didn't get to go. I see a lot of people do Star Wars, lightsaber vigils. So I mean, we only have one. Even though Carrie Fisher's light is gone from here, it's gonna live on. I think through all of us forever. So to Carrie Fisher,
Carrie Fisher.
may the
Carrie
force be
Fisher.
with you always.